But I'll just end with something that somebody who knew a lot about love, he said, love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. That's real love. And what he meant by that is that love is not love that when things change, when the situation changes, your love changes. Your wife is beautiful, now she's not beautiful anymore, you don't love her anymore. That wasn't love, that was lust. That wasn't love. Because even when her beauty fades, you still love her. If it's real love, if it's real love, you'll still love her. If she gets fat, you'll still love her. Seriously. If she gets sick, you'll still love her. Because she'll still love you even though you're fat, you're ugly. You know, she'll still love you because women, they're better at love than men. Really. That's why they're mothers. That's why Allah made them mothers. Because we can't give that kind of love. We don't have that capacity. But that's real love. It doesn't change if the situations change. Now, Islam is going through a tough time. Where are the lovers? Because I think everybody, I really want you to think about this question. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Those who believe in Allah love Allah more than they love their dunya. And I want you to think about what people out there are doing for their dunya. Because they amaze me. I'm amazed at what people do for their dunya. And you have to ask yourself if you're doing 1/10 for your akhirah, what they're doing out there for their dunya. 1/10. Just 1/10. Because they're working 10, 12 hours a day, amassing all these goods, learning about them. Seriously, go to the bookstore and just look at the dummies books. People learn about the most bizarre things because they're interested in them. They like them. They'll learn all about Java, if that's even a language that I don't even know anymore. But they'll go and they'll learn Java because they want to program computers. Some not even for dunya, just because they like computers. They'll learn a computer language, but people won't learn Arabic to understand Allah's book. Seriously, you have to ask yourself, Arabic's not that hard. I guarantee you, Arabic is not that hard. Arabic, from one perspective, it's impossible. It's the most difficult language in the world. It is. And it's endless. As long as you live, you'll never encompass Arabic. But from another perspective, it's very simple, and you can have a basic understanding of the Quran within 6 months if you really put your mind to it. I guarantee you, if you have average intelligence, in 6 months, you could have a basic understanding of the fundamental meanings of the Quran. There's people, they'll learn, if they fall in love with a French woman, they'll get the linguophone, they'll get the Berlitz, they'll go to the 6-month immersion course so they can say, Je t'aime. Yeah. It's really, they'll do it all just so they can say that. For love. That's why they'll do it, for love. They'll do it for love. That's why we should be doing things for love. For love of Allah. Not out of fear of Allah. For Allah is worthy of fear. حَرِيٌّ أَنْ يُخَافْ وَمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ. He's worthy of fear. But even the fear of Allah should be rooted in love. It's like the fear that a child has in upsetting the parent. It's not really rooted in pure fear. It's actually from love. They love the parent so much, they're afraid of upsetting the parent. That's the fear of Allah. It should be still rooted in love. Allah is, Allahu Akbar. Allah is greater than anything I could ever say about Allah. لا نحصي الثناء عليك أنت كما أثنيت على نفسك. We can't praise you as you have praised yourself. You are as you praise yourself. Anything I say about Allah, it's deficient. So my advice to especially these young people, you need to think about your lives. This is our time, and we're all at different stages in time, but everybody, most people get on average 60, 70, 80 years. This is our time. And what you do with your time is going to determine what happens when you leave this time, because we're all going to depart from the world. And so it's important to really ask yourself how you're spending your life, what you're doing with your time. Are you doing useful things, worthwhile things, beneficial things? Are you getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are you coming to know your Prophet better? He's worth knowing. His seerah is worth knowing. The stories about him are worth knowing. His hadiths are worth knowing. His family, it's worth knowing who they are, what they went through. All these things, wallahi, they're worth knowing. So there's a lot to do.